Hey, so the day that you're watching this, it is currently my 17th birthday, and for every birthday that I have, I do these videos called The Number of Things I've Learned While Being That Number of Age, and today is 16 things I've learned while being 16. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, never take a single second for granted. Especially because while being 16, I experienced a world pandemic and I'm still experiencing it. It is so incredibly important to not take a single second for granted because you don't know when you won't be able to do normal things and have to learn a new normal and adapt to being quarantined. And it's scary and it's nerve-wracking and it was a lot. I had a lot of anxiety and it made me rethink a lot that I did and didn't do. I need to live in the moment and cherish every single second I have, being happy and being somewhat normal, than ignoring it and not thinking anything of it. Number 2, being grateful for what's already around me. I experienced a lot of gratitude while being 16, especially with the whole pandemic and everything. I realized who my close friends are, who really loves me and who cares enough to stay and to check in on me. It's made me realize that I need to be grateful for those people that I already have and that love and support me than the people that I may want to be friends with, but they don't want to be friends with me, if that makes sense. Number 3, change is inevitable. Change is gonna happen. It's natural, and sometimes it's big change, sometimes it's little change, but change is going to happen. For example, I went from going every day to school and seeing my teachers and seeing my classmates to seeing them through a screen, seeing my teachers through a screen, not going to school, having to wear a mask out in public. Just so many changes have happened within the past year of being 16 that it's insane, but I can't stop it. I can't change the change. I have to adapt to it, and that's okay. Number 4, empathy is a power, not a weakness. So this comes from a post my friend Maggie pinned on Pinterest, or saved on Pinterest, whatever. So let me find it and I will read it to you because I really love it. Okay, I found the post and it is 3 empathy superpowers. So number 1, you make other people feel heard. Do you ever wonder why so many people, even total strangers, tend to tell you their entire life story? It's because your natural, empathetic way of listening allows people to feel heard and validated, perhaps for the first time in their entire life. And that first thing is very true. I love listening to people and I want to listen to people because it's not good to keep things in, and from my own personal experience, it's so much better to get it out, and having someone that truly cares and truly is there to listen, even if they don't fully understand, is so important. It's something, again, I never want to take for granted. It's something that I really cherish. So number 2 is your human lie detector. You will never be duped because you can always feel, sense, know when someone's words are not in alignment with their true feelings / intentions. You can literally feel the weight of someone's life. The accuracy in this one is something I can't even describe in words. The amount of empathy I feel, the amount I feel for other people when they're hurting or when they're so happy, it's overwhelming because I feel it in every bone of my body. I can feel my heart ache when they're hurting. I can feel the excitement for when they're happy or when they're excited about something. And lastly, it is you are a natural healer. Your empathetic openness allows you to draw talents, energies, and wisdoms from your soul. This can be expressed through art, coaching, and teaching. Yes, also your mere presence. Your energy has the ability to elevate everyone around you, whether you or they know it or not. You are that powerful. I feel like this is also very true because, again, I do art. I express my personal experiences through art in order to maybe help someone, because I know that there are a bunch of things I wish people talked about, and I talk about those things through my art. Moving on from empathy, number 5 is me just being Jenna, not me being Jenna and whoever it may be. I went through a lot of thoughts during quarantine and while being 16 that I realized that it's so important to be just you and to be comfortable with being you and just being than it is to desperately want to go and find someone. If you're meant to find someone, or if you're meant to be with someone, you would be with them and they would love you just the way that you love them. I can give all that love to myself for right now, and if something may happen, or if it's happening, I'm just gonna let it be and see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, awesome. Number 6, manifestation is real. I cannot describe in words how real and strong manifestation is. What you can do with the mind you already have and the abilities that you may not know you have is insane. The more you make something seem real, or the more you talk about something, the more you believe that you genuinely can do that, and the more you talk about how that is going to happen instead of, oh, I wish it would happen. Saying little things like that, like when I get my studio, when I get this job, when I get this, when I get that, not I hope to get that. Knowing that you are able to do something is so incredibly powerful. The universe can just hear you, I swear. It sounds so stupid, but I promise you. Obviously, you have to put in work to make that happen, but the more you tell yourself you can do something, the more you are likely to do it. Number 7, I love exploring. I didn't realize how much I loved exploring until I went out and explored the world around me. Even the littlest spots in my own town or a town next to me, I found hidden gems that were just so breathtaking. Number 8, the smallest moments make the best memories. And when I say this, I mean like doing things that you probably would have done when you were a kid, like making pasta, watching Disney movies, doing cartwheels on the grass, going to the park, going swimming, like little things like that just make life so much more enjoyable. Number 9, art is my therapy. This is kind of an obvious one. Art really has gotten me through a lot this past year, like a lot. I don't know what I would have done without art. I truly probably wouldn't be here. That sounds like a lot, but it's kind of true. Just when life is so heavy and I can't put it into words for people, and knowing that people won't understand, the only thing that understands me is canvas and a paintbrush. I've just fallen in love with it again, as I do every time I make a video, but I truly love art. Number 10, if you want to do something, go do it. Do it now. You watching this, if you want to do something, go do it. Why are you waiting? I'm gonna do what I want to do. We are going to do the things that we plan to do instead of just talking about it and be like, oh yeah, that would be so fun. Let's go live that fun. My friend Maggie and I, we wanted to go hiking. We went hiking. My friends and I wanted to make pasta. We made pasta. I wanted to dye my hair blonde underneath. I did that. I wanted to cut myself bangs. I did that. 11. Social media is so incredibly toxic. And okay, hear me out. I was not in the best mental place a little while ago, and I took a break from my phone after being on my phone for so long. I realized how important it is to unplug, put your phone down, and just be and not look at a screen. It makes you realize how toxic it is. If you've never tried this before, I recommend doing it because it's an eye opener. Number 12, you have to take chances. And this could be as little as, you know, getting your hair dyed, going up to someone and saying they're cute, talking to someone new, DMing them, texting a friend you haven't talked to in a while. It's gonna be okay either way. If they don't answer, they don't answer. You move on. If they do, something may turn out. Number 13. I don't know if I'm just stupid or if I'm stupid, but I said healing is linear. I meant to say healing is not linear because it's not. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now this is something that I kind of already knew and have experienced, but I truly realized as of like kind of recently that healing is not linear, and you could be stable for so incredibly long, but then you could drop down and it's gonna go up and down, and that's okay. You don't have to adapt to someone's schedule of healing. Adapt to your schedule. Heal at your own pace, please. Number 14. Things take time. Like I said, healing takes time. Relationships take time. Friends take time. Art takes time. Patience is so incredibly special and important. Not everything is gonna happen right away. Life doesn't adapt by a schedule. Nobody is going to adapt to your schedule. People need to take their time to think and process things. People process at different times, and that's okay. We're all different. We're people. We're human beings. You can't rush into things. Number 15. Trying out new things is really fun. This sounds so stupid, but I always had the thought process of, if I know I can't do things, why am I gonna try it again? But lo and behold, I started to go skating with my friend Maggie, and when we started, I was like, I don't know how to ride a skateboard. I do not. And the second I got on it, I knew how to ride it. Like, what? Like, that's so random. It's turned into like one of my favorite things to do. If you know you can't do something and you only tried once, go try it again. Like, try new things. I promise it's gonna be worth it. If you fall and like scrape your knee, oh well, you got a battle scar. It's a fun story to tell. Number 16. I don't really know what to put for this one. I'm kind of running out of ideas. I think the biggest thing I've learned from being 16, it's that life is so incredibly precious. We take the little things for granted and we need to not do that. Life is what you make of it. If you want to do something, go do it. Take control of your life. I'm falling in love with living. I think that's the last thing I've learned while being 16 is that I love living. I love breathing. I love everything that I do. I've learned to love everything that I do. And that's so weird to say, but I truly am in love with living right now. I'm so happy to say that because Jenna from, 6 years ago would not believe that Jenna 6 years later would be this happy. Be living and breathing and loving it and not wanting it to end. That's a gift that I feel like a lot of people don't really realize is so special, but it is. Trust me, it is. And yeah, I think that's everything. Let's go see what 17 has to bring. Bye guys.